This is actually the vehicle that Jacques is most famous for restoring. It's a German Panzer V, better known as a Panther, mid to late World War II. And this particular restoration started off looking worse than this turret right here. The story, as we understand it, was this was on the Eastern German front fighting against the Russians in the winter, and it had to retreat. And on its way out, going through Poland, it attempted to cross a frozen river. And the river was a little deeper than they thought and not as frozen as they thought, and the tank broke through the ice and fell to the bottom of the river. The Germans, in their haste to get out of there, couldn't retrieve it, but if they left it behind, the Russians would have, and used it against them. So they blew it up, and it blew the turret off, the gun barrels blown off, and it sat under this river for about 50 years.
Look at it now. How long does this take?
It was remanufactured here in its entirety. The total restoration took 7 years. Oh. So this tank is arguably the world's best restoration of a very, very rare and highly valued tank.
Did he love it?
Very much so. This was run for the first time just before he died. He did get to see it run, and it was gratifying. We had a discussion about it, and although the turret had not been put on it, so it wasn't completed, but he smiled and he said, "I'm satisfied."
How did he find out about it?
Well, Jacques, early on in this hobby, played a little bit of a game with the world. He was no fool. Very well educated, a very bright guy, but he told me in secret, he said, "Watch this." He said, "I'm going to go out and let the world of tank collectors think I'm the richest guy in the world and the dumbest. And what will happen is, inevitably, when someone finds something, they will call me first and I'll get the right of first refusal. I may have to pay more or I may not, but I get the right of first refusal." So people who competed with him didn't know that. I've talked to some of those collectors now, but that's how he got the first opportunity. And so when these things became available, if someone else found them, they would call Jacques.